Didn't he go to the hospital drunk?
That's the last time.
He drunk and he put his hands on you and then you lose the baby?
I always told this damn girl, when my son tells you to leave him the alone, stupid, you let that little take advantage of you.
On January 15th, 2026, a domestic violence call brought officers to a residence late in the evening. The suspect and his pregnant girlfriend had been in a physical altercation after returning from an ultrasound appointment earlier that day. The victim was a minor. The suspect turned 18 that same day. Both of those facts matter legally and in opposite directions. Domestic violence law in the United States distinguishes between a misdemeanor and a felony based on who the victim is. Striking a pregnant victim in the majority of U.S. jurisdictions is classified as aggravated battery or felony assault. The pregnancy is the aggravating factor. One slap, different charge, completely different exposure. The victim did not want to press charges. Under mandatory domestic violence prosecution policy, adopted in most U.S. states, that decision belongs to the state, not the victim. When an officer documents visible injuries consistent with reported assault, the district attorney's office can proceed with prosecution, regardless of whether the victim cooperates, recants, or refuses to testify. The state is the charging party, not the victim. The victim was also a minor. Under U.S. law, a minor cannot consent to waive criminal charges on their own behalf. The legal guardian in this case, the victim's mother, holds that authority. She chose to press charges. The suspect's age matters for a separate reason. At 17, a prior incident would have entered the juvenile record. Sealed, expunged at adulthood in most jurisdictions, largely invisible to future employers or courts. At 18, charges enter the permanent adult criminal record. He turned 18 on the day of the offense. His first adult entry is a domestic violence felony. That record does not seal itself.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What happened?
Go inside.
Okay. You do allow me to talk to her, right? Because she is a minor? Okay.
As long as you tell her the truth.
I am gonna. She already knows.
What happened between you and him?
He got it like way before he broke my phone, right? And I told him to buy me a new one, and he bought me a new one. But with the second one, he got mad at me. He was getting upset because I said I wanted to put my old iCloud on there, and he said he wanted me to wait until he got, because he just turned 18, I guess a phone plan or something, so I could just make a new iCloud. And I told him that I didn't want to because of my pictures. And then he like snatched that out of my hand. And he was being disrespectful. I did slap him because he called me a bitch. And he got mad and he like got up and slapped me in my face.
Where did he slap you?
He was crying. And his mom was really the one that kicked me out. We argue a lot sometimes, but we literally just went to go see the baby today. I think we just got an ultrasound.
So what do you want to do?
I really don't want to leave him, but his mom said that I can't go over there. I don't know if I can talk to him because his phone's broken, so it keeps shutting off.
So you gotta understand from my law enforcement perspective, right? You're pregnant, which is a felony to hit a pregnant lady. I see visible marks on you. Even if you don't want to press charges, I can still take him. And his mom also did say that night that we were out there, you should not put up with that disrespect.
But she was saying that I shouldn't have done nothing to make him mad.
It's always the mom trying to protect her kids.
Exactly. And I really said that. How did she manage to raise her kid like this? She got mad, but I don't care. Because how are you going to sit there and defend him when he just hit me? Like, I understand, okay, he got upset that I slapped him, but he called me and he acts like I hit like a man. I didn't hit him hard. I don't want to talk to him. See if he's what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to be with me, then I'll just come in.
What does your mom want?
She doesn't like him.
When did he hit you?
Earlier.
Okay, where were you guys at? At his house? Is he still there?
No. He likes to run away.
Did you slap him before he said it? Or he called you?
He called me and I slapped him.
And after that, he slapped you back?
He like grabbed me by my hair. Slapped me here.
And where did he grab you by your hair?
Like back here. But it don't hurt.
So, call your mom real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk to your mom by herself real quick, okay? What did she tell you?
She texted me on Messenger. He hit me again. And I'm like, what do you mean? She said something about a phone that they were trying to get a new phone. He got, I guess, upset with something. Like he wasn't going to give her the phone again. But that's all I know.
And what do you mean he hit her again?
Oh, this has been happening. They live together.
And they were living at grandma's house first?
Yeah, first. Then they move out to some friends, which, you know, I didn't agree. But, you know. After that, they came back to his parents' house, which is down the street. Like, there's nothing I can do if you don't agree to call the cops.
So, as I told your daughter, since she is pregnant, that bumps it up to a felony. Either she does not want to press charges by the state.
She doesn't want to?
She's in that between that yes or no. I told her you don't have an option. If I decide to pick it up, I can. But you're also the parent.
It's
so the
not
parent,
right.
she's a minor. She can't decide for herself. So the one
Well, it's
that
not the first time.
So the one that has to decide if they want to press charges or not will be the parent.
It's not the first time.
So what do
And
you
she's
want?
pregnant. Yes. This is not going to change.
So I had to give her the option because it is her. If you're over there, she's pregnant, what else can happen?
Exactly. And that's what I've been telling her. We as parents, last year it's been so hard for me to let go. I had to. The atmosphere here at home, it was just getting,
Yeah, it sucks to say this, but she's learning the hard way.
She is. She had a counselor. I did all I could on my hands. It didn't work. I had to let her go and learn the hard way. She's not completely, like 100% sure.
She's still defending him.
He's not going to change. I have so many times to try to get her to come back. I said, well, find a job. You're not alone. We're your parents.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to find a job now, especially being pregnant.
Is she going to finish school?
I don't think so. I gave her the option to finish school, to do it online, but she didn't want to. She just wasted her time staying at the rest with him and the other friends.
Honestly, she's early enough where she can go back to school and have the baby during the summer.
She knows. You can finish school, you can go to high school. They even have a program for pregnancy moms or whatever. I will support you. Once you have that kid, you're going to have to start working because you're bringing me another kid, another mouth into my house. I mean, I can support it, but it's not my job. His mom came with her, and I told her, I said, I don't want your son in here.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want her down there. I said, well, I'll take care of that. You take care of your son, not coming here.
I'll give you the paperwork real quick. I'm going to take pictures of her face. Since you're the parent, you can press charges if you want.
Yeah. Stuff down there. But I don't want to go down there and get him,
So what we can do after we're done talking and everything, you're going to have to stay here. Like, you seriously cannot talk to him.
He's not going to change nothing.
Okay, but I want to talk to him.
No.
Okay.
This is over.
No, hold on. Once he hits you or you hit him, if you talk to him again after he gets arrested or doesn't get arrested, you could send him back to jail if you talk to him again.
Él no te quiere.
Pero no quiero que crezca solo.
¿Y qué sería peor? ¿Que crezca solo o que crezca en un environment like that?
I mean, how many times has he let you down?
No.
Huh?
Didn't he go to the hospital drunk?
Yeah.
See?
That's the last time.
He drinks.
He doesn't drink every day.
What happens if he was with your baby that day?
Can you imagine? When he gets drunk and he put his hands on you and then you lose the baby because he hit you hard or whatever in your belly? Think about that.
I know right now you're going to hate me and your mom, and I really don't want to see you cry. And you knew you can always call. How this works, they'll give her those three options. Proceed with the charges, drop the charges completely, or proceed with the charges, but instead of going to jail, he does a 6-month program. And once he's done with that 6-month program, he has no record.
Maybe this won't even,
He's not. He's gonna hate me.
Bueno, a lo
Again,
mejor hasta le ayuda. Maybe it helps him. Maybe he needs that program for his alcoholism and anger management. But he needs to know that what he did is not right.
It's a brutal wake-up call.
Yeah.
He spends a night in jail because he is 18 now. Tomorrow when he gets released, he says, crap, I don't want to go back there, and actually starts taking accountability.
I can't live with him.
No.
That depends on what the judge says and what mom says.
Natalie, she doesn't want you there anyways.
She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't, and it's her house.
She didn't want me there the whole time.
Bueno, ¿y no tienes vergüenza?
Remember, I already told him this information, and he knew. Did I tell you that I was trying to be nice the first time, so when he actually did put his hands on you, you don't have the option? So this was already told by him, and he still did it. We're gonna take a picture, okay? Of your face. And also, what happened to going to school? You don't want to go to school? Because, if I be completely honest with you, you're pregnant now, and you're only going to show in June and July. So nobody's going to know that you're pregnant. You'll have the kid during the summer, and then your senior year, nobody's going to know. So do you want to go back to high school? Do you want to be homeschooled?
Huh?
You're gonna be homeschooled? Because you know I deeply care about you. Because you know how the other officers were. They were yelling at her when I showed up at the gas station, and then I'm like, y'all.
They
No.
told me that I was giving them a fake name. It was literally my name.
Yeah, and then when I showed up, I was like, no, she's 100% telling honest.
They didn't even apologize. I was like, are you gonna tell me your actual name?
Not everyone cares about you.
All right,
Only few people. Hijita.
I know it's terrible, but again, this could be his wake-up call.
There's only gonna be in jail for one night.
Yeah,
And if he's not there at the house.
a warrant.
They want to have an ultrasound to see the baby.
I know.
And that happened.
I know.
Come on. I mean, wouldn't he be happy to see the baby today?
You happy? Buy baby clothes?
Yeah. Trying to get a job, trying to not hitting
He
you.
was happy. He
Okay,
cried.
well, He cried?
I cried too during the witch's house.
Joe, look at the actions, not the words, the action.
This could be his wake-up call, or this shows you that he really didn't care.
Maybe he will apologize to you. If this is how it's okay, I want to take care of the baby, I want to live with you, I want to marry you, whatever. After he's done with what he needs to be done.
Do you want him to live like his parents live? They don't respect each other.
Don't you see the completely different environment that we have here at home than that his parents? It's completely different.
Alright, I'm gonna let you go inside, okay? Because I know you're freezing.
Okay.
Again, everything's gonna be okay.
Nadie se muere, viejita, de eso.
I will.
No, you won't. Nadie.
Alright, so just follow me to my car real quick.
But in the meantime, yeah, I don't want him here. Because she said, I don't want Natalie here. I said, I don't want Luis over here either.
Y'all can trespass each other from the house, but the question is if she invites him over, then it's not gonna be good. They live...
Yeah, you go straight, and then there's like a red truck right there. They have a carport.
Yeah. What you can do, if you don't want to go by yourself, request us to go with you. That could be later on tonight or a different day until everything blows off. I'm gonna go see if I can make contact with him.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah, I just put the cream on. Oh, I've been to this house before. Here, let me go out back.
There's a fence. Hello.
Hello.
Is Luis here?
Yes, policía.
There you go.
Alright.
Well, they're pressing charges on him. I want to press charges on her because she hit him first.
So he's gonna have to decide on that because he is old. He's 18.
Well, he can press charges. They press charges on him. You can press charges on her because she hit you first. You're gonna let them press charges on you?
That's fine.
So you're gonna go to jail, and that's gonna go on your record.
That's fine.
So first things first, I'm gonna say any domestic violence, they don't have to press charges. The state will pick it up regardless if they don't want to press charges. Keep that in mind.
But that's not the first time she puts her hands on him first.
Okay, so
And they're both taking advantage because today he turns 18. And I'm not gonna have that bullshit.
okay, but you also gotta understand that aspect. They don't have a choice neither, and neither does he if we want to do the domestic route option. So what happened?
I was on a game and I had took the phone from her that I bought her and she slapped me.
She slapped you.
Because she said apparently I was being disrespectful.
Okay, and then what happened?
And she had hit me.
Did you hit her back? Mm-hmm. And you were present when that happened?
No, I was standing out here and I heard both of them arguing. And that's when I went in there and she said he hit me. And he says, Mom, she hit me first. And I've always told this damn girl, when my son tells you to leave him the f alone, leave him the f alone. Because he has a bad temper. He don't want to be bothered. Leave him alone. But she's agging at him. And I've been told this girl plenty of times, move back with your parents. Go back with your parents. Because I cannot be having this constantly at my house all the time. And she refuses to go move back with her parents' house. And I told her, you know what? You ain't got no option. You're getting out of my house today. Because I'm the one's dealing with their back and forth, hitting each other. And the mom, oh, I'm gonna call the cops. Go ahead, call cops. Your daughter hit my son first.
Since it is delayed, you can press charges if you want to, or you don't have to press charges if you don't want to.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all gonna go y'all separate ways. You're not welcome over there, and she is not welcome over here. And I'm telling you that right now.
Because that's the thing that Mom agreed with you.
Exactly.
Like
That's
this.
what we both agreed because we're sick and tired of it. It's just toxic. They hitting each other, and we've done told them plenty of times that is not good for a relationship. And then she's expecting. I told the mother we knew this was gonna happen again because the parents took her to get in the bullshit when she got pregnant the first time behind my back, and I didn't know nothing about it. And now there's a child on the way.
What we're going to do right now, since you don't want to press charges, right? You need to say yes or no. So in front of everybody here, you did say you don't want to press charges, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, I can't do much with that.
All right, I'll just have to go and bail them out, I guess. Now that you're here, you can take her items and take them to her
So
mother's.
we can't touch that. Law enforcement can't touch that unless you have communication with the mom and y'all can agree. You guys leave it on the side of the road and mom comes and picks it up. You guys can do that too.
Well, I gotta wait for my daughter because she's in college. And I did tell the mom, when my daughter gets home from school, I will bring her items down.
What's going to happen in this specific moment? Mom did want to press charges.
I figured.
So you will go to jail just for the night. In the morning, you'll see the judge. Again, you can always go back on your word if you do want to press charges.
I would do it.
Because she is a minor and she is pregnant, it's going to go through a warrant. The state will decide if they want to do it that route
You're
or not.
stupid. You let that little take advantage of you. You're stupid.
All right, do you want to grab a pair of shoes?
I'm telling you, you're stupid over that little.
Excuse me, man.
Go ahead.
All right, boss man, turn around for me real quick.
So I did tell the mom this, and I'm gonna tell you.
And I don't want the mother to be contacting me no more.
No, I told the girl, and I told the mom. The mom understands.
Because I am f***ing pissed. Today is my son's birthday. I can't have a f***ing cake for him tonight.
So I told her she is not allowed to contact him. If she does contact him,
and I'm pretty sure she will,
do not let him answer back. Depending on what the judge agrees on, there could be no communication. I also did tell the mom there's 3 options the state attorneys always give people. First one is they drop the charges. The second option is
I know he's not. That's the way it is, babe.
Is they do the press the charges, but instead of pressing charges, he does anger management classes. Now,
We've done been through that, and that didn't help as well. She's got angry issues as well. Because like I said, she always touches him first.
I told her, when you call the cops for domestic violence, you don't have an option no more.
Right, because I've been in the same situation with family.
You want me to take him, Mendez?
Yeah.
All right.
So again, if he does change his mind, we're gonna do a warning because of her age and due to her being pregnant.
You want to say goodbye to them or something? No? All right. Mom, you want to say bye to him?
Oh, today's his birthday, man. We're gonna cut a cake for him. Oh, you better be done with this girl after this shit. That's it. Oh, when she has that baby, pay your child support, stay away from this goddamn girl. Because if not, your sister's gonna her up.
All right, spray you through real quick. Look to the door. You want to pull your pants up? All right, boss man. The phone is going to go in the front, okay? I'm going to put your phone right here, okay?
Grades. Officer Grade A. She interviewed the victim separately, documented visible injuries, and explained all 3 legal options clearly and accurately. Under mandatory DV arrest policy, an officer who observes visible injuries consistent with reported assault is authorized and in most states required to make an arrest regardless of victim preference. She did exactly that, without coercion, without error. She also told the victim to finish high school. That is above and beyond. Natalie Grade, C. She was honest with the officer and described the incident accurately. 30 seconds later, she said she still wanted to talk to Jordan. That is not a character failure, it is the documented DV cycle. Minimization, loyalty to the abuser, reluctance to trigger consequences. Research on intimate partner violence consistently shows victims recant or minimize in the immediate aftermath of an incident. It is exactly why mandatory prosecution laws exist. Her cooperation helped. Her hesitation changed nothing. Jordan Grade D. He struck a pregnant minor on his 18th birthday. He had been warned the officer had spoken to him before. Under aggravated battery statutes applicable to pregnant victims, the charge is elevated regardless of the force used. He was given 3 paths: diversion, prosecution, or charges dropped. The state now decides. He handed them the case. His first adult charge is a domestic violence felony. The birthday cake and the handcuffs arrived the same day. Jordan's mother, Grade D. She drove Natalie to her mother's house. Correct call. Then she told the officer her daughter was always touching him first. Then she said she couldn't bake his birthday cake. That sequence, right call, victim blame, birthday cake is the problem. She cooperated with the arrest. That matters. Centering a birthday cake while your son is handcuffed is not accountability. Lesson learned. 1. A pregnant victim changes the charge. Battery on a pregnant person is a felony upgrade in most U.S. jurisdictions. The pregnancy is the aggravating factor, not the severity of the contact. 1 slap, 1 felony. 2. The victim does not control the prosecution. When visible injuries are documented, the state decides not the victim. Recanting, refusing to testify, or asking for charges to be dropped does not automatically end a domestic violence case. 3. Turning 18 creates a permanent adult record. A prior incident at 17 would have been sealed. This one is not. The DV cycle is documented and expected in intimate partner violence research. Victims frequently defend their abusers immediately after an incident. That is why mandatory arrest and prosecution laws exist, to remove the legal burden from the victim and place it on the state. Otro. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. We post every week. Drop a comment. Should the 6-month diversion program end? With no record be available to a repeat DV offender? See you in the next one.
The phone is going to go in the front, okay? I'm going to put your phone right here, okay?